Hi, my name is Dr. Ruby Day. I'm a pediatrician who's been practicing in the Mid-Atlantic area for the past 17 years. And today I have the pleasure of reading a book with you. We're going to start off with reading a book that is geared towards newborns to 2 months of age. Now, you're going to see here that this is a black and white book. And babies, when they're first born, they can't see colors. And so these high contrast books are actually fabulous from them. And you're going to say, Dr. Day, a newborn cannot read. And I'm going to say, yes, they can. And so the way that I usually have my 2-week-olds with books is when they're laying down on the exam table and they have their eyes open and turn their head one way. I'll go ahead and open the book and put it right in front of them. And what you'll notice is the baby will all of a sudden focus in on the page, and they'll all of a sudden get very still and their eyes will open a bit wider. And so it's a very cool thing to watch. Now, as our kids are getting older, or if you have an older sibling who might want to be involved in the process, these books are great because the sibling will read to their younger sibling and they might point out, look, here's a pig. A pig says oink, oink. Doing things like that make a huge difference. And so I'm actually going to spend some time reading this book with you to kind of model how kids might enjoy it. So our first book that we're going to read today is called Cluck and Moo. And here we go. Pigs oink. Is that a pig? Look at that big nose right there. I think it's with the nose that they go oink, oink, oink. And then here's a horse. Do you think the horse is running through the grass? And as it's running, it's going neigh. Cows moo. And cows are black and white, right? And so we have the white and we have the black spots. And then I wonder who we have next. Rabbits nibble. Do you know what they're nibbling on? They're nibbling on these carrots. And you know what? When they're eating and they're done eating, their nose goes up and down, goes look, 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 just like that. And then let's see which animal we have next. Ducks. Ducks quack. And did you know when they're quacking, they're talking to each other, and right here, they're floating in the water. Cats purr. So they're probably curled up by a window with the sun coming in, and they're just relaxing. But you know, when a cat's ready to eat, they go meow. Sheep say baa. And chickens go cluck. Now, of course, when you have a 0 to 2 month old, you're not going to go through this entire book like this. But one of the beauties of this book is that you're going to be able to use it even as your child grows. You're going to be, as they get older, talking about the colors they're seeing. They're going to see white, they're going to see black. With this book, you're going to start naming animals. You're going to be talking about what the duck might say or what the cow might say. And then as they get older, they're going to start learning to read and start recognizing that letters make up words and words can make up phrases. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and join me in looking at books for 0 to 2 month olds. Bye-bye.